Prophet Marshall Curtis back at it, man. So this video is gonna be about the Telepath Network of America. These mind readers, because if you don't know about that, it's gonna be your spirit ain't gonna be in the right place like it need to be, and you're gonna be more worried about things. And some of y'all, you know, you could get depressed, you could get anything. I'm preparing my meal because now my 7-day fast is complete. You know what I'm saying? I stand on my own. You know, I work my own spiritual warfare. I don't have nobody standing with me. You know, anybody that's out there that's thinking they standing with me is clout chasing, bro. That's facts. You think because you stand beside me, you working for me? No. And I definitely ain't working for you, so it can only be one option. You working for me, and you ain't doing that. Ain't doing that. Let me go watch this out. Ain't working for me. That's fact. Yeah, it ain't working for me. That's a lot. That's fake. You got lames out here act like they the body of Christ, real Christians. They on my side, you know what I'm saying? But anybody else, man, come on, man. Acting like they my team. Yeah, he okay. Like, man, please, bro. God is the only reason I'm okay. Not you. You just trying to be down like Brandy. You Brandy, you trying to be down, ain't you? I wanna be down. I wanna be down. Trying to be like Brandy, ain't you? You Brandy, ain't you? You want to be down, don't you? I want to be down. Look, man, let me tell you something. I operate on my own. You know, I stand on my own. I got all this done on my own. Now just imagine that somebody played me once I done came up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like they on my side, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. You think I'm stupid? I'm not. So I came up on my own. Get my food ready, cause I'm gonna have that ready to go swinging. So I ain't got a plate with it and everything. Wait, just throw that thing in the microwave and be done with it. So I got some little onions in here. See, I'm gonna melt down these onions. Usually I put it in the second round. I usually cook it for an hour. These are chickpea, yellow split peas. I cook it for an hour, but I usually I cut up those green peppers and onions. I usually put it in there 30 minutes later. The second half of the, you know what I'm saying, of the time I cook it. But since I just came off a fast, I want to melt it down real good. Just basically like a soup, as opposed to more texture from the second half, the last 30 minutes. I'm just making a nice, flavorful soup. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. You know, this Telepath network, it's the main people that's the problem in this situation. Trust me on that. That's the main problem. They got spies. They act as spies. Okay, that's how you need to hear it. They act as spies. That's how they act. You know, so that's basically what it is. They act as spies. That's the only reason they're here. That's what they're here for. And basically that's it. So like I said, my 7-day fast is accomplished. I'm doing good. I'm setting up, it's Happy New Year. I've set up my new fastings. I got 7 new fastings. I got fastings against, let me explain these fastings first. These are yearly fastings. So I fast for, I got different types of fastings. Like this is a total fast, which we call total fast, which is just water. So this was just for 6-7 days, a whole week. I did a whole week. 3 more hours is gonna be a whole week. So this is the end of the fast. So it's good to get the anointing going and to get that last bit of strength on a video and captured in a video. That's why I like doing it. That's one of my consistent habits. Like while I'm fasting, I love to capture the anointing, the power of God, and get revelation knowledge while you're fasting. Okay? So I have fastings that I do for a year. I have fastings that I do for a whole year, and I stop and I go back to eating whatever it is. I got lifelong fastings too, right? The lifelong fastings is forever. Once I fast against somebody as a lifelong fast, that's in place forever. It's not gonna stop. Yeah. So I got like lifelong fastings, and where I fast a food item for the rest of my life, and I got fastings that I do for a year, 1 year, and then I eat those things again. Like so I just started 7 new fastings, being this day 1. I started my fastings for a full year. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some fastings that I'm still on from last year that I gotta finish, because sometimes I come in maybe a month after the beginning of the year. So to be a full year, it's gotta be a couple months or something like that. If you don't do this, the devil fights you really hard. You gotta come in and get this done. You gotta do this. Like I just set up 7 new fastings while I'm fasting. I'm glad I did it while I'm fasting. I have new locations I'm going to be giving offerings to this year. So each year now I do new locations. I'm already up to 2029, so I already got it mapped out from 2029. Um, how many the different locations I'm gonna be giving offerings to. I've already mapped out up into 2009 this past summer, so I already got that covered. So I don't got to worry about where I'm gonna give to, which is a good thing. All I got to do is make the lifelong fastings every year, up into just each year. But actually, I got a lot of those done too. So the year fast is, like I said, it's for a whole year, and it's very effective. It's very, very effective. It takes discipline, because I'm already doing lifelong fastings, and then I do year fastings, which means my diet is very small quarters. This past year, 2025, was a tough year fast, full year fast, because I did so many, and it just boxed me into a certain diet. So this was a really hardcore year, and a lot of stuff got done, so I'm glad about that. I don't regret it. I never regretted the hard work. Yeah, but it was definitely tight, because I didn't have many options, because I fasted the fruit that I usually eat, and coffee. I fasted coffee. But this year I'm gonna be able to have coffee. I've been fasting coffee for 2 years. I did 2 years for fasting coffee, and I'm a real coffee drinker. I'm a coffee drinker, but I went 2 years without drinking coffee, man. I had to do what I had to do. See, it's hardcore, man. This is hardcore. But yeah. But I decided, because I did 2 years, I think it's time to it's time to come back. Rotate the different fastings, and because that's what I do. I rotate the items. If I fast certain items, usually once for a particular year, I'm not gonna do it consistently for 2 years straight. I'm not gonna do it for 2 years straight. But in the case of the coffee, I was thinking, yeah, I need to do that 2 years straight, because it was something I was trying to do. But I think it's in a good place now, so I think I'm good. So this year I'll be able to drink coffee again after 2 years. It's not a game, man. That's why I don't let people compare themselves to me, because I know they're not doing what I'm doing. I know they're not. You know what I'm saying? That's the people on the other side, divination and witchcraft. I don't let them people compare themselves to me, because they have no disciplines. I mean, none. All they got to do is just sit around and practice witchcraft. We have disciplines on this side. We earn our key. We get our respect out the mud by the spirituality. Our spirituality that we practice, we get our respect out the mud for it. So yeah, I fasted coffee for 2 years, so I think that's good. I'm gonna come back now, drink coffee, to just pep me up a little bit, whatever. And encourage your appetite. So, when my food get low at the end of the month, start slurping on that coffee. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got a lot of different places, new places. I got a fresh new roster of different places I'm gonna be giving to, man. It's very it's almost like painting a picture this year, 2026. It's like these places that I'm giving to are very earthy, like no man's land kind of places. And I'm glad, because the gang stalkers ain't gonna be able to go there and play around it. You know what I'm saying? Them Freemasons ain't gonna be able to go to these locations. Not as easy where it makes sense. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good year. Very good year. Yeah. I'm gonna be working with Germany this year. I already sent some money to Germany last year, but so I've been working with Germany, everything last year. You know what I'm saying? People are behind. You know, they paying attention now. They're using full circle to my message. They're using these telepaths, these mind readers, and how they line them up is they set them up to be spies, to read everything we thinking about, everything. See, me for a high target, what they do is they just sit back and watch all my fastings, because they know it's a threat. So they watch all my fastings, every place I give, all the stuff that I do. They act as spies, and that, it ain't no other way to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no other way to look at it. If they gathering information, and they don't think I'm smart enough to know. I know they gathering information. Long as they do that, we consider them spies, and we putting pressure on America as a whole community. And that's that. That's what I'm doing. You know, long as they think it's a corny game to put witchcraft against me, we going to war about it, man. It's just that simple. It's not a game. It's not something I'm even going. It's simple to me. Very simple. You know what I'm saying? Like Christians are starting to realize it's gonna take a couple more events, some major events for people to realize, but they're kind of getting to a certain spot where they realize America's the enemy. But the prophet is always ahead of everybody. So I have to sit here and keep pumping it into people that these people are the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And but eventually, you know, I'll say by the end of this year, most people, I can kind of, if you look at the patterns, by the end of this year, it's gonna be straight. It's gonna be straight by the end of this year, because it's gonna be so much stuff that happens by 2027 that you, as a Christian, are going to be convinced that they're the enemy. Okay, they're using witchcraft against me right now. I know, because it's the top of the year, and they want to try. And I'm fasting, and it's so much envy and jealousy. They want to try to stop what we doing. See, listen. That witchcraft attitude is gonna get these people bodied, bro. They gonna get bodied. I don't care how you feel about witchcraft. I don't care how you feel about the devil. You come my way, bro. Listen, I'm gonna take care of my business. That's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got this pride, and whatever. If you got pride in witchcraft or whatever, I don't care about that. You got pride in witchcraft or wizardry or pride in divination or whatever you do, I don't care about that. Okay? You can't play with God's people and get away with it. That's all there is to it. And see, that's basically what it's boiled down to. These people with pride in this witchcraft stuff. We don't care about that. You should have took your pride and went along your merry way. I'm not condoning what they do, but they should have took their little pride and hit the road, buddy. But it's a little too late for that, man, because like we in the trenches, man. I mean, at this point, it's systematic for me. I'm in war, point blank, period. It's not gonna stop. Like I said, I already got my war set up. You know what I'm saying? I already got my war set up, and it's just not gonna stop. I already had 2026 set up. You know, there's certain ethnicities that I have to go to war with, because they the reason why this happened in America. African Americans, I do a full year fast against them as a whole community. White Americans, I do a whole fast against them for a whole full year. And Hispanic and Latinos in America now, not everywhere else, here in America, I do a full year fast against them. So those are the three ethnicities that I'm doing fastings against. And the reason why is they're the main people that had all of this going. It was black people, white people, Hispanic and Latino. So I'm a wage war against all four of those ethnicities in this country from all that they've been doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I plan for this year, particularly white Americans. I needed to do a year fast for them. I needed to. I needed to do a full year fast against the white Americans. I had to get the white Americans because they the ones now galloping around on their horses. And they deserve it. They deserve it, bro. So, like, I'm fasting a different food item for each ethnicity. For black people, not Jamaicans, not Haitians, not Ethiopians, African Americans. They opposed to me, so I had to do. They the main reason this all happened. So imagine me giving a pass to them. It's like not most likely gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, dude. They the main one. They the main ones behind it right now. I was a little hot. I had to take that off. I'm saying I might as well take this off too, man. It's hot. They got a heater in here. They're probably gonna turn up the heat. Just trying to torture somebody. Think I'm stupid. But yeah, man. So I'm fasting against African Americans, Hispanic, Latinos, and white Americans. Yeah. Okay. I've been needing to do this with white Americans because I mean, keep in mind, I already got lifelong fastings against white Americans. I already got that going. But for a more potent fast, it's like building a building. It's like bricks. So for a more potent fast, I'll do a year fast where something I do still eat in my life, and I take it away for a whole year and offer it up to God. So white Americans, I offered up, turkey bacon. See, you heard those crows. I think that means the crows, from my spiritual experience, that means death is coming. Death is coming for these people. And being that it was said, right, you heard those crows, those birds, right? That usually signifies death. So with white Americans, I decided to do turkey bacon on a fast, which is one of my favorites because I season my food with it. Like them beans, them split peas, I usually put turkey bacon in it. But during my 10-day fast, before, I had a little bit left over. But once I decided, I already knew I was going to do turkey bacon against white Americans. But I didn't think about it. I had a little bit left, and I was thinking about putting that in my food. But I thought about it. I was like, nah, I can't eat it. So I just flushed that down the toilet. The last little bit I had left. These fasts are official. And I'm definitely doing one against my brother. I'm definitely doing one against him. So, so if people mean ill towards us, we go to war. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, man. It's nothing hard to understand. It ain't, some people are amazed at them. I'm not amazed at them. I beat them. We go to war and we defeat these people. These people understand fully that it's not a game. It's no games. You can tell it's not but witchcraft. That's all it is, and mind readers. So it's just like for people that don't really know any better, you know what I'm saying, you just slowly but surely come to terms with the fact that these Americans are enemies. I just challenge you to pray and ask God. That's just how confident I am in this situation. Because when it comes to the Freemasons, they're going to say it's the Freemasons. But the Americans helped them. That's what I want you to look at. The Americans helped these people. And that's that. The community helped these people. The Americans helped these people, and the communities helped these people. And that's enough for us to oppose this country and turn our back on this country. It's not hard to understand. Like I always say, my situation is very simple, and it's a beautiful situation because it's simple. They opposed us. It's not hard to understand. And that's that, man. I mean, I don't know what you thought. We was going to get along, or we were going to be happy together or something like that. How? Ain't none of that going on here, man. Ain't no okie doke going on here. You oppose God's people, y'all suffer for it. Simple arithmetic, buddy. See, grown people mind their business. And I can't stress that enough. Grown people mind their business. If you grown, you mind your business. And that's that. If you're a kid, a cartoon, you playing in people's face, you playing around people, playing all around people lane. You can't. You're a child to me. That's one thing I notice about these witchcraft people. All of them have these childlike looks and activities and behavior. They're not masculine. They're not feminine. They all act like children. They look like children. They act like children. That's a hack for all of them. Like that you would deal with. They act like children. They look like children. That's true. And it's just the end of the road. This year, they're irrelevant. They can't come into this situation. But I want you to be aware of what it is. It's a telepath network against God's people. It's a telepath network against us. And what they're doing is reading minds, collecting information, watching your next move by your thoughts. And that's unforgivable. Just that alone. Just reading minds, sitting back playing around. Nah, that's unforgivable, man. So, for me, I'm just willing to die in my position. It's not going to change. I'm not going to change my position. Because that's a clown, and that's a person that played around my life. And we're going to fight to the end, to the very end. And that's all there is to it. Now, for you, maybe you haven't made up your mind yet to be as serious as I am. But that's where I'm at with mine. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take it's going to take more for people to go through a little more, before they become like me. And some think they already are, and I'm not directing that towards a certain person, but they'll hear my story and think they're already like me, and they're not. Because I've been through it in California, New York, Florida, yeah, and North Carolina. That's 4 places. Okay, so that's just what it is. We have to fight these people. Like I said, I'm at the end of my 7-day fast. I did it good. They just wish ill because they jealous, and it's worked out. It's worked out real good. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm a little sleepy, a little tired. But once I take a vitamin, which I plan to do, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna sleep like a baby once I get some food on my stomach. I'm gonna sleep for 3 hours. I almost said 3 days. I'm gonna sleep for 3 hours and eat my next meal once I wake up every 3 hours for the first couple days or something like that. And so I'm at the end of the fast, just a little tired. But it's okay. I'm gonna just stay up till I eat, and then I'm gonna just crash real nice and wake up probably around 1-ish, 2-ish, something like that. But in order for me to eat on time, I might have to sleep for like a couple of hours, 2 hours. So, because these peas take 2 hours to eat, 1 hour to cook. So, for me to eat exactly when I'm supposed to in 3 hours, I gotta cook it on the 2nd hour, going into the 3rd hour. But that's gonna make me eat on time, So I've survived, man. Some people are just jealous. Also, my fasting, I realized that once the body of Christ realized I fasted for 3 weeks. Listen, once I came back to YouTube and put up videos that I fasted for 3 weeks, this is no lie, man. It was shade. It was quietness. Like shade quietness, jealousy, envy quietness, because most of these Christians are not fasting for no 3 weeks. That's when I started sensing like shade from like these Christians. I started sensing like they're actually jealous of me fasting extended time. Like, yeah, I could tell. Trust me, man. My intuition was showing me, man. I'm like, man, that's crazy. But they've been aware of me, being on the higher level since I did a 3-week fast back in 2024. But during 2025, I was just doing like 10-day fastings, 12-day. I think the biggest I did was like 12-day. So it's all against these game stalkers. It's all against. See, I don't play games. You know what I'm saying? I can show you in the Bible, if you're willing to be taught properly and be retaught. I can show you in the Bible where you can use your spiritual weapons against human beings, but you got to be willing to be retaught and re-educated, because many of you learn Christianity from uneducated people. That's just the truth. They didn't really know what they was talking about. They didn't really, they learned from other people that really didn't know what they was talking about, and you just learn from uneducated people. You learn from ignorant people. Because if you look in the Bible, man, God doesn't play any games with these type of people. That's just the point blank and period. People that's similar to this type of people, God don't play no games with them. And that's that. It's nothing else to talk about. See, they want to have a whole, because they ghetto or ratchet, or ignorant. They want to have this whole conversation. You don't need to have no conversation with me. Ain't nothing to talk about. But that's what they're interested in. That's why we can't. This year, we're ignoring the gang stalkers. We leave them back in 2025. They want to be in 2026 on our page so bad because we got numbers. That's why. If you don't know why, it's because people can clearly see my greatness, right? So they want to ride my wave by being enemies. They want to ride your wave by being the enemy. I figured it out. That's what it is. And if you from the streets, you gonna peep the lane game. You know what I'm saying? Where they trying to clout chase and get some clout chase, get some respect off of it, and it ain't gonna work. That's all it is. Okay, so for me, I understand that clearly, and I know how to adjust to it. How you adjust to it is you ignore these people. You go to war with America. See, once we realize America was the enemy, it's no need to focus on them anyway. What for? These Americans helped them and their children was used against us. We going to war with the whole entire community. We're going to do it by spiritual means. That's how we're going to do it. Okay? That's how we got to do it. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to play with people that want to play witchcraft games. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go into war. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, now you know. And I'm going to go after everything that you use. Whatever you use, if you use black people, they listen, what you want me to do? I'm going after whatever you use. I don't have to explain nothing. Listen, I'm going after whatever you used against me, and you already know why. You should. All these black people running around playing games. Okay, so I'm going to go after that in spiritual warfare. All these white people running around playing games, I'm gonna go against that. Them the main two in cahoots with each other, thinking they fighting me, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go to war with black people and white people and Hispanic and Latinos in America. That's what I'm gonna do. Them four right there. Now, my brothers and sisters who are black, white, Hispanic, and Latino, that's not against you at all. That's against these people on the outside of God's kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it came to. We can't wait to try to see some of these evangelists will try to wait to see if we can get them saved. You still can go talk to people, but God is not going to hold back judgment to who it belongs when they deserve it, for them to get saved. See, some of y'all go to the extreme with evangelism in America. That's what I noticed about you. You go to the extreme when it comes to evangelism, and I don't. And that's not in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that you're balanced when it comes to evangelism. Because at some point, if they keep playing games, we don't try to worry about them getting saved. We go to war. That's what we do. They become an opponent that we go to war with. And that's that. I don't babysit grown men and women. I don't do it. You too grown. You too grown for me to play with you, and I'm not gonna play with you. You too grown for it. And that's that. You a grown man or a grown woman. You shouldn't have came out here in the wild. You know what I'm saying? People die for less. That's how I look at it. All the time, people die for less. They die for less things that they do. That's an error, that they made a mistake. They die for way less. So, when it comes to someone consistently playing with us, I don't feel sorry for them, because there's people in the world that dies for way less. And that's that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's that. Because their mentality might be, oh, they're going to fight us to the end. No, you're not. Well, I'm going to just fight to the end. No, you're not. God is going to humiliate you and move you away from my life. That's what he's going to do. I'm not your plaything, buddy. And if you listen, if you live in the real world, you know I'm not your plaything. You're already aware of that. Everybody else is aware of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even that they don't know what they playing with. They know what they playing with. You know I'm way tougher than you. You know God is on my side. You know everything. So this is how America wanted to end their life. I mean, I guess you could say that. This is how they chose to go. So they definitely gonna go. Now what's gonna happen to the rest of the world? I don't know. But this right here, what you call America, that's gone. That's gone. And that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you could tell these people, I don't raise no grown men and women. I don't reason with you as you a child when you a grown man or woman. That just cuts straight to the chase, because all that talking, all that yapping and everything, these are grown men and women. That's what I'm looking at. I don't have to you know, you're too old for me to have to explain this to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. That's all there is to it. You know, you played out here, you was people that's like that, that's like a spoiled, entitled brat, they should have stayed out the way. That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be out here with these lions. People are hungry lions, buddy. You must be smoking crack. Got to be. You on that crack, ain't you? You on them rocks, ain't you? You gotta be on them rocks. And I promise you, I put my credibility on this. They not gonna fight us to the end. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Anything they trying to do to make themselves look good, or to think they gonna do it, just do it. God is going to specifically humiliate that. Trust me. My latest prophecy is a humiliation shall come upon the Americans that men have never dreamed of. A humiliation shall come upon the Americans that men have never dreamed of. That's my latest prophecy. I haven't shared it. That's the first time I shared it. But that prophecy is 2 years old, 2 months old. So you're going to see the element of humiliation that comes in and destroys the Americans. So once again, the prophecy, my latest prophecy is this: a humiliation, which is a type of humiliation, I'm guessing. A humiliation shall come upon the Americans that men have never dreamed of. That's the latest prophecy. Glory to God. And so you're going to see some wild stuff is about to happen. And I can't tell you when this year, or once I receive a prophecy, I just let it do what it do. I put it out there, and I just let it do what it do. Because they definitely deserve it. They put us in these situations. They put me and you among mind readers, people that can study your mind. If your spirituality has not picked up on that, you need to fast so you can hear it. You can see it and hear it. And you can see that the Americans put people against you to put your mind under surveillance. That's what they did. Okay? They got your mind, your brain under surveillance. Not just your body. They got your brain under surveillance. So for that reason, man, the Americans are involved. So while they think it's funny, well, Your family's dying. These children are dying. These people are dying in America. So I don't know what you could be laughing at. I don't know what you could find funny. Because your family dying, your children dying, these people are dying. So you're just a sick bastard if you think it's, if you find what you're doing, not what I'm doing, what you're causing, better to say, if you find what you're causing to be funny, you're just a sick bastard. Right? You're not going to look good in this situation. We don't care. We don't care about you. Freemasons mean absolutely nothing to me at all. I'll step over their dead bodies. Freemasons, I'll step over their dead bodies. Illuminati, I'll step over their dead bodies, man. That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So while you're having a temper tantrum, we're way more turned up than you. Way more turned up. So I don't really care what you're going through. I don't really care what you feel. I don't care how you feel. Because we way more turned up. In every form of fashion, every way, we way more turned up than you. Just consider that. Just remember that. Anytime you got a little temper tantrum, you think you're getting angry, remember, we're way more turned up than you. You know what I'm saying? When you want to get mad, you want to come my way, just remember, I'm way more turned than you. I'll be waiting for you. You think you come my way, I'll be waiting, buddy. Ask the last guy, was I ready? Listen, ask the last guy, was I ready? That's all I'm saying, buddy. If you think I'm just sitting here doing messages, try to play in my lane. Try to play in my lane, little buddy. That's what separates me from other people. It's 2026. We ain't giving these people no room. They ain't getting no room. They're going to be, they fighting right now to reposition themselves in my life and your life, because it's a new year. It's not going to happen. This is it. From this point, we're ignoring these people. We're not going to do a whole bunch of videos about them all year long, because we're not going to be thinking about them. Okay? We're not going to be thinking about these people. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay? It's all over. It's all over. And if they don't come to terms with it, I personally don't care. I don't care what they do anymore. And I'm not a sucker with you. You're a sucker, but I'm not. You prove to be a sucker, and I get respect. So that basically sums it up. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody with them. Police that joined them, everybody that joined them. I get respect. You don't. That's what it is. I don't align myself with you. I'm ashamed that you even think. I'm ashamed that they even think that I was their enemy. I'm ashamed of that. That's how lame you are. I'm ashamed that you thought you was fighting me. I'm ashamed of that. You're nothing, bro. They're nothing. I'm ashamed that they thought me and them was in some type of fight. I'm ashamed. Those people beneath me, they do nothing. We look how much has changed. But they still didn't do anything in 2025, man. Listen, man. We no longer acknowledge these bozos. They're bozos, okay? And what a bozo will do is think that you and him on the same level. You know what I'm saying? They'll think me and you on the same level. How you thought you could fight me? It's not they what they doing is, see, if you don't understand, there's people that know you're great, right? But to fight you, if you're not smart, they'll try to project that they're just as great as you. That's what the insinuation is. We just as tough as this guy. No, you're not. You ain't just as tough as me. You're not great as me. You're not tough as me. You're not nothing like me. And that's what people are starting to realize as of now in 2026, January 1st. They realize them people lame. They ain't got no credibility in the streets. See, the good thing is credibility is gone in the streets. The streets don't deal with them no more. See, I know the real conditions of the battlefield, so that's another reason you should listen to these videos, because I'm going to tell you what the real condition of the battlefield is. They don't got no respect on the streets. The streets don't want to deal with them. They probably didn't enjoy New Year's Eve because nobody didn't embrace them on New Year's Eve. And they back to where they were around 2017. These weirdos on the outside of the black community, these weirdos on the outside of American community. Now they back there after 8 years of playing games. They was weird. They was weirdos, man. Anybody that's been gang stalked for X amount of time, you can testify to that, man. These people was weirdos, bro. Cornballs. Cornballs, bro. They were cornballs, man. That's what I'm saying. They were cornballs. I'm telling you. They were cornballs. So we don't like, even now they trying to put pressure on me because they know my fast is complete at 10 o'clock. So they using all the witchcraft they can, and it's not. Listen, buddy, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. You ain't gonna stop nothing here. You're not gonna hinder me. You're not gonna bother me. It's not a sport. It's not a sport where you do stuff at the last minute or to the very end. Listen, that's sports, bro. This is spiritual warfare. It don't work like that. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, they watch everything we do on our phones and everything. They know when we fasting, when we come off our fast and everything. That's why I am giving no mercy for these Americans, man. And if you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, you're not. Because I know what's going on. So I can't even blind myself with people that's not aware. I can't do it no more in 2026. I got to leave them behind. The people I'm leaving behind is people that don't know what's going on. Because all they're going to do is be a weight. You're going to have to explain stuff. They're not really in the same energy as us. They're not fighting like us. They're not doing anything. They're just standing around. And I know they can tell. Your intuition going to tell. Even if they find out a little bit. Look at some of the Christians that found out. They not really doing nothing, even though they know. That part. They know what's going on. But they're not doing anything, are they? Come on, man. No, listen, man, no. I'll leave that behind. Also in 2025, I ain't dealing with no Christians who don't talk like they understand what world we live in and all this stuff that's going on out there. Because it's a weight. It's a burden. I hate to say it, but it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to weigh that on your mind trying to help this. And then if you're not as mature as I am, you could doubt the whole situation where you're not as confident in what this situation really is. I'm totally confident in what this is. And so for me, like I've explained before, me being black myself, it's easy for me to renege on my feelings towards America anyway. It's not even hard. It's not hard for me to renege on how I feel about this country. Because I'm black. So as soon as you start playing with me, I'm going to just see you as a bunch of racist bastards, white bastards, black dumb bastards. That's how I'm going to see you. Like I've explained before, white people and black people are the main ones that destroyed this country. They the main ones. And that's reality. That's not even a matter of opinion. Okay? That's not even a matter of opinion. Hispanic and Latinos come in third and fourth, and but they're not the main problem. But in my particular situation, they're not really the problem in America, how I see it. All you can look at is the illegal migrant stuff, but besides that, they're not the real problem. Black people and white people are the main problem in this country. And that's that. I mean, and everybody's going to be biased about it. Nobody's going to say it like it is. I'm a prophet. I'm going to say it like it is. They the main problem. Okay? And you can come to terms with it, or I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know what you're going to do, buddy, but that's basically what it is. They're the main problems. So, what you want me to do about it? Be biased? I'm not going to be biased. They the main problem. They the reason why all this stuff is going on. Even with the gang stalking black people, the main reason why it all happened. Some of them will admit it, but some of them won't. Because they're going to look at white people like they caused the most part of it. But it was both of them. It was both of them. Hispanic and Latinos came in at the end, at the last part, at the end of it. Falling behind black people and following behind white people. That's what they did. So it's no problem, man, for me to renege on my feelings towards America anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's just no problem. You know what I'm saying? I know it's clowns that think this is a game, and we're going to make sure you understand that it's not. It's going to keep going on and on until you get attacked hard enough till you realize it's not no game. And whatever that is, I don't know what it is, but whatever that is, that's what God is going to do to these people. He going to keep attacking until they realize it's not no game. Because you're not gangsters. We ain't going to ever respect you as no type of tough guy. Gangsters, thugs, even a threat as far as witchcraft. You're not even a threat as far as witchcraft to me. No. I don't see it that way. I don't. So, but we are threats. That's why they're here. That's why there are clowns out there. That's why there's a circus out there. You know why? Because me and you are threats. We're manifesting. We're getting things done. I'm about to send $1 million down to Colombia. See, that's why you got to get your face, your likeness, your whole being away from these clowns. Because I'm telling you, they on clown time with everything they do. And you can feel it. Trying to be in your lane, trying to be in your way, and they clowns. They think like clowns. So that's why I feel ashamed that these type of clowns would even be around me. That's how you know I'm real. I'm ashamed that they even around me. Messed up the country, messed up America, and all of that, man. We really didn't have much time left. But men used their free will, and people don't want to talk about this. Men used their free will to speed up the end of the world. That's what happened. This was sped up, if you don't know. Because men used their free will to do what they wanted to do, and God wasn't playing no games. They thought they was going to kill me and kill you and go on about their business and dance around about it, and God didn't let them do it. One thing you don't want to do is start a game with God, man. Boy, you got to be retarded. You got to be retarded, because God, listen, God going to take up your challenge. God is going to take up your challenge, and when he does, he gonna do stuff so beautiful. Listen, many of them gonna kill themselves, I guarantee you. You'll see. They gonna kill themselves. Because when you start seeing how God do it so beautiful, man. Because you wanted to play a game, man. That's what I'm saying. Them lames. That's how you know. Look at that. Want to play a game. I mean, who wants to play a game these days? Anybody in the mood for a game? Who's in the mood for a game? That's what I'm talking about. We don't care about fame and clout chasing. Fame time is over, bro. We don't care about no clout chasing and opportunities and all of that. Call me a loser. Call me whatever you want. I don't care about fame right now. I don't care about some random opportunities from anybody right now. And that's what type of people you're dealing with. These people that want to be somebody. The time ain't even like that no more. You can tell it's leaving. Where fame don't even make sense. It's starting to leave. I knew this would happen. If you think I'm like them, this is how you need to look at it. Anything about them, this is how you need to hear it. Anything about them, I'm not like them. Ain't nothing we got in common at all, bro. At all. Tell me what we got in common. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed no more. I don't smoke cigarettes no more. I don't really listen to secular music and dance around no more. So tell me what we got in common. Nothing. I don't have nothing in common with them people. That's how you need to hear it. I don't have nothing in common with them. And then, see, what they'll do is try to bring the nice people from that community around your way. Well, we'll just use nice Illuminati. I don't care about nice Illuminati. Well, we gonna use nice Illuminati. Nice Illuminati ain't got no money. I don't have the mindset of a kid where I want to fit in. I don't care about fitting in. That's why I'm trying to tell these suckers, bro. I don't care. I don't value the things that a 20-year-old kid values, which is social companionship. I'm 44 years old. I don't value no social companionship. I don't care about it. That's why I'm always out the way. I don't care about being out there. I'm too old to care about that. Stupid, bro. I mean, this is why I pay attention to everything, every detail of a situation. If I see that you're in your 40s, I know you don't really care about this stuff. I know it's not going to affect you how people feel about you. I ain't never met nobody in their 40s that or older that cared about that. That's somebody in their 20s. That works on people in their 20s where you can go and talk to the community about these people. By the time we get in our 40s, we got a woman and we're out the way because of a woman. If not for any other reason, you too caught up in your woman to be out there. So why would you be out there? Your woman gonna demand your time in the right way. So why are you gonna be in the streets, standing out there running around? Most of us men have a woman, and that's what's gonna keep you out the way. You ain't gonna be out there in the streets. Come on, man, that's common sense, bro. You must have thought I was one of these little 20-year-old hip hop kind of dudes, man. That's what I'm saying. Well, you tell me what it is. You tell me what it is. I'm almost 50 years old. So what did you think? What did you actually think, bro? You must have thought I was like some teenager, bro. I'm not, no disrespect to guys that's that age, but like I'm at a mature place in my life where I don't even care about this stuff. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, bro. You know, you thought I was some little kid, some little guy to play with, and you found out the hard way I'm not. We don't care about your mind reading telepathic ability, because you're going to get a super surprise. That's what's going to happen to you. And we're not taking you any further. So you gave me fame, and now you hate it. But you got to remember one thing. I didn't ask you for fame. You came and played with me, didn't you? Okay, yeah, okay. A real one gonna walk away with fame, because I'm gonna be real in the situation. Yeah. I'm gonna get respect out any situation, because I'm gonna be 100 in any situation. That's facts. I'm gonna be 100 in any situation, so I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get my respect. That's just real. I'm gonna get mine. Now you mad because I got respect, but listen, man, come look. You played with me, didn't you? You played with me, didn't you? But you played with me, right? Okay. Listen, bro, take something. You played yourself. That's what we call it in the hood. You know what it's called in the hood? In the hood, it's called playing yourself. Okay? You came out here, you thought you was going to make a fool out of me, and you played yourself. That's what happened. Yeah. Ain't no need to try to do anything. I'm not 20 years old. I'm a grown man. If you're almost 50, how you think I'm gonna see this situation? I'm 10 years less. I'm 6 years away from 50. Technically 5 years and some change away from 50 years old. 50 now. How you think I see this? Like a mature man. I don't care about it. And I'm not scared to die at almost 50 years old. You can't make a man like my age fearful of death. So I'm not scared of death. Most old men are not. I don't know too many older men that's afraid to die. That's usually a young man's problem. And the reason why, because he hasn't done nothing with his life. He hasn't seen anything. He hasn't experienced life. You can't make me afraid to die, bro. So then tell me what we doing. You see what I'm saying, right? Right. They're spinning their wheels and they don't even know it. Because as long as they out there like that, it's on the way, bro. It's on the way. But I'm not saying that as a 20-year-old kid. I'm saying that as a grown man, buddy. Which means it's a promise. That's an absolute promise to you. It's on the way. Okay? And the police can't save you. And nobody else can save you. Can't nobody else save you. Once you play out here in the streets like that, and you think, well, I'll just fight this person. I'll just do what bro, we don't care nothing about that. Because we're well aware of your position of using all these cars, riding by, throwing witchcraft up here. That's not going to work. Did it work at the last place I was living? That's my question to you. Did it work at the last place I was living? You did the same thing. Did you tell Brooklyn you did the same thing in Queens? They was riding by doing the same thing. That's what I'm trying to show you. It's not bothering. If you think for 1 second, man, it's bothering me, bro, it's not, man. I'm telling you, I promise. They trying to act like we just started and maybe it's hope that this will bother me. But they're not telling you very important information. That I've been through this for years. So how you think this gonna bother me? I'm focused on what I'm doing. That's what happens. You start ignoring it and focus on what you're doing. That's all I'm doing. I got a war going on. I got real war going on, and I'm just focused on what I'm doing. That's it. I ain't focused on no people doing the same thing they was doing every year, year in, year out, year in, year out. Come on, man, stop playing, bro. That's it, man. You lost. You can't believe you can. Now they suicidal. You should be suicidal. You did too much to be a happy person. You did way too much to be happy, bro. I deserve to have your life. You could think whatever you want to think. I deserve to have your life. That's what I deserve. I deserve to have your life. That's up. This is how we're gonna do it, man. I'm telling you how we're gonna do it. We ain't acknowledging nothing they doing. That time's done. We leaving them back in 2025. This is the last time they gonna get any. They ain't really getting no conversation now. They ain't getting no attention now. See, these type of people like attention. It's like the fame that they strive off of. They want to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. That's what it is. They want to be mentioned. So, at some point, if you're smart, you realize, okay, they want to be mentioned. So I'm not going to do it. You're not going to be mentioned. And that's how you win. You win by not mentioning these people. Trust me. I've adjusted a whole lot. See how I see it. They overbuilt themselves, man. That's all they did. They came in gassed about a name of a group. Do you care about a name of a group? You don't, do you? You don't care about no name of no group, do you? You don't care about it, do you? Okay, so why would I care about a group? I don't care about no group, bro. I don't care nothing about no group. That's how you know they simple-minded, man. They think like kids. Freemasons ain't gonna survive this time. Not this time, bro. You ain't gonna survive this time because God Almighty is involved because of me. He stepped in, and once God stepped in, listen, bro, you might as well wrap it on up. You focused on me. You know you need to be focused on? God. It's over. It's over. Once God is in the equation, it's over, man. I'm telling you right now from experience, man. From my understanding of God's word and everything, it's not gonna work. You're not going any further. This is not religion. This is spirituality. I watch real things happen in real life. This ain't religion. Religion is what you're used to. That's what you thought I was. Somebody that just had these creeds that you would just play with. This person with these creeds that you would just play with. You found out the hard way that I got more than creeds. I got spirituality that will take care of you. If that's what kind of smoke you want, that's what we'll give it to. That's what we'll give to you. You want smoke, we'll give it to you, bro. It's that simple. It's that simple. I don't want to know nobody. That's Freemasons, Illuminati. I don't want to know none of y'all. Because you showing me some nice people ain't going to change my attitude. It ain't going to change how I feel. A nice guy is going to change how I feel? No. A nice guy is not going to change how I feel. It's what it is, bro. Nice people ain't going to change this situation. We made it. People seen I got the strength to go to war, go to these spiritual wars, and and fast against these people. And everything changes. I knew this was going to happen. Like, if people really wanted to know who I was, that's why I don't care about it no more. Because if they did, they would have been checking out the videos. They would have knew already what was going to happen to these people. I told them this was going to happen. It don't surprise me at all. I'm not surprised that this happened to them. You know what I'm saying? I know my God. I know what God is not going to tolerate. God is not going to tolerate foolishness, man. It don't matter. It don't matter what you're talking about. He's not going to tolerate foolishness. It's that simple. Okay? If you're retarded, you don't know what I just said. God is not going to tolerate foolishness. Okay? People on retarded time, bro. You ain't on demon time. You on retarded time. God does not tolerate no foolishness, bro. Like, man, you just don't know. You just don't know God, boy. And I do mean boy, because you act like a boy, and that's what you're gonna be called. People don't have no idea what you playing with, who you're playing with. It's out of my hands. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. I mean, you know, as far as what God does to you, I can't do anything for you, buddy. Okay, America, you're not that cool. You're not that, man, you married children. You're not that cool. How you appeal to the people and you marry children. So cool means appeal. How you appeal, right? How you appeal to the people and you marrying children. So even as far as pop culture and the culture, how do you appeal to the people and you marry children? Think about it now. Think about what I'm saying. How you appeal to the people. Can you explain it intelligently? And that's all I'm talking about. I'm not under pressure, bro. Listen, I'm doing real nice. I got less than 2 hours left before I come off my 7-day fast. You think I'm worried about you? I'm just making sure that people understand. I'm making sure that people understand this, bro. We are not comparable to these people. God is going to feel the way he feels outside of even how I feel. God is going to feel how he feels. And no one can control it. Once God sees what he sees, see these people doing, from me knowing God for myself, they not getting away with it, man. That's just that simple. That's that simple. He's not. It don't matter who you talk to, Christians or not, me or anybody else. You forgot God's gonna form his own opinion. That's that. That's that, bro. Besides me and besides anybody else, see, God is gonna look and see all this stuff going on, and he's gonna put his own judgment on the whole situation. So, with that being said, man, they definitely in trouble, man. Like I said, they using the whole mind reading spy community against us to read our minds, to watch what's on our minds. Okay, that's what you're going through. Okay, that's what's going on. You know, how we beat them is consistently living a lifestyle of fasting. They can't stand it. Giving offerings. They can't stand that either. Worshiping God, spending time in God's presence. They can't stand that. Okay, see, one thing about me, I've never been a goofy person. I can be silly. I can have a great sense of humor, but goofy is a whole nother animal. I'm not a goofy person. Goofy, to me, by definition, is an attempt, like these people, to be funny and humorous, but it fails. It's a failed attempt to be humorous or funny, and nobody's laughing at what you've done. So you're goofy. You're a goofy person. Nobody's laughing, bro. That's what I'm saying. And I have a great sense of humor, but goofy, I despise goofy people since the time I've been a child. I've never liked no goofy people because it's an attempt to be humorous, but it fails. It's an attempt to be funny, but it fails. You know, and then you got the other definition of goofy, which is just awkward. You know what I'm saying? This extremely awkward person. Just goofy, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I don't like goofy people, man. I just never have. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never liked no goofy people. You know, people are goofy, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. And they trying to save face, and you can't do it. See, me, I ain't got a goofy bone in my body. You can tell if you pay attention. I don't got a goofy bone in my body. You ain't gonna ever see me out here looking goofy. You know what I'm saying? Looking stupid like these people. That's what. Now you see what I mean. Look at them. Look at these people. They goofy, bro. That's why they in that position. And you ain't gonna be in that position, right? I'm not gonna be in that position. I would never be in that position. Cause I'm not gonna make the same mistakes that they make. I'm never gonna be in no position like that right there. And that's what proves they're lames and goofy. Okay, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it, bro. So you know, I don't sympathize, you know, and you still got God to face. Boy, that's the worst part. He's seen everything these people doing. That's the worst part. You got God to face. Oof. Ain't no way around that, man. Cause see, Trump can't save you. Military can't save you. No Christians can save you. They can do whatever they want. They can pray. They can fast. They can do whatever they want. A Christian ain't gonna be able to save you from God when he sees all this stuff that they doing that the Christians don't know about. They don't know about this stuff. So then how you gonna blindly come in? That's how they manipulating you, and it ain't gonna work. blindly telling you, you gonna blindly come in and do your little prayers of fasting, not really knowing what's going on, right? It ain't gonna work, man. That's why it's not working. It's not gonna work. So, we just gonna keep a level head, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna not even pay attention to these people. Like I said, Happy New Year. It's 2026. It's another year. And, we gonna get through this year and get to 2027. You know what I'm saying? We gonna just keep moving. It's forward march.